It was remarkable how much she resembled a saber-toothed tiger in this moment. And then she pulls this big old thick book from her bookshelf called Gilderoy Lockhart's Guide to Household Pests. What's this guy doing on the front of his book? Oh, Hey guys! I am Charlotte the Starlet. These are my girls, Angel and Glitter, and this is my little boy Seth. Right, today we're going to be reacting to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. Now, since I am a mystery/thriller writer, I don't just react, I review. And the way I do it is simple. If I like something, I add a point starting from the last episode total. And if I don't, I'll take one off. Right, let's jump in. Okay, so it turns out Ron ain't just like levitating in midair outside Harry's bedroom. He's in a car that's levitating. Because that makes much more sense. Oh no! Uncle Vernon actually wakes up. Oh my days. So Uncle Vernon crashes into Harry's room, and when he realizes what he's doing, he full on dives at Harry, who's halfway out the window, and grabs his ankle. Okay, phew. The Weasleys actually managed to pull Harry out. Oh, yes. Harry, Ron, Fred and George just got back to the Weasleys' house. It is the crack of dawn and they're trying to sneak in quietly. Oh, snap. So as the boys are planning how to explain the fact that Harry's there, they get interrupted by someone, and it's no other than Mrs. Weasley herself. Oh my god. Oh my god. It says that for a short, plump, kind-looking woman, it was remarkable how much she resembled a saber-toothed tiger in this moment. I love that description. No! Oh no! As Mrs. Weasley is walking up and down her line of suspects, it's clear that all of her sons are much taller than she is. This is a bit of a sore subject for me. I'm not very tall myself, so I know her pain, and so does my mum. I am taller than my mum, only just, but my younger sister is nearing 6 foot and I'm 5'4". And oh my gosh, bruh, my younger sister ain't even the worst offender in my family. My sister is only a couple of years younger than I am, but one of my nieces, who is a good 10 years younger than me and is about 13, apparently had a growth spurt while we were all quarantined and is now officially taller than me. She hasn't even started her GCSEs yet. I'm still offended. Cause where was that when I was in school? I think the last time I grew was maybe year 8. When I was maybe 12, I don't know. But damn, I wish I was tall. Anyway, wait, one more thing. If I ever have kids and they outgrow me, not my kid anymore. No, better get used to the streets. At least Mrs. Weasley's sons are still cowering despite the height difference between them, which says a lot about Mrs. Weasley as a mother. Like that is the type of mother I aspire to be one day. Like I'm planning on having kids anytime soon, but I've already decided I'm not gonna be the type of parent that like hits them and stuff. I can make them fear me without hitting. I don't need to touch them to scare them. Oh my god. Mrs. Weasley's going on about how worried she's been during the night. Because she was left with empty beds, the car gone, no note or anything. It's already bad when your parent pulls that card. But Mrs. Weasley went one further. She added that she would have never got that behavior from Bill, Percy, or Charlie, the other older Weasley brothers. Like, it always hurts whenever a parent or a teacher compares you to your sibling or your friends. Oh, damn. Yo, she's yelling in all caps now. She is making good points, though. Like, they could have died flying that car. They could have been seen by muggles flying that car. Ooh, they could have lost their dad his job flying that car. It seemed to go on for hours. Oh, I relate. I definitely relate. My dad's lectures are historic. Bruh. Sometimes they feel like he is. Oh my god. After Mrs. Weasley is done roasting her boys, she turns to Harry, who fully backs away from her in fear, and she's just like, I'm so happy to see you. How are you gonna turn on the charm like that after destroying your boys? Okay, so the boys have finally been invited into the house, and Harry is in awe because compared to Uncle Vernon's house, the Weasley's house is incredible. What the heck? In the kitchen, there's a clock, but it doesn't tell time. It says it has only one hand and no numbers. Instead, it says stuff like time to make tea or time to feed the chickens. Like, damn. I could do with one of them. Oh my god, oh. These wizarding books sound amazing. There's one called Charm Your Own Cheese, Enchantment in Baking. I love to bake, you guys. Oh my gosh. 1 minute feasts as well. Bruh, I'd love to have one of those. Because I'm sure we've all had one evening where we get back home from work or school, we're tired, can't be asked to cook. Imagine if you could just literally whip up a whole feast in 1 minute. Ooh, oh my god. There are wizarding radio stations too. Bruh, the radio just announced a new song by the singing songstress Celestina Warbeck. I have a feeling J.K. Rowling was just itching to use the name Celestina. Like, we love an excuse to use obscure names like that. Although, having said that, I do think it's a good name for a celebrity witch that sings. Whoa. Clearly, Mrs. Weasley is a parent who likes to make sure that her children eat well, just like my parents and grandparents and uncles and aunties and whole family. Like, it says she tips 8 or 9 sausages onto Harry's plate. I'd never be able to eat all those. Although Harry is malnourished. The Dursleys were literally starving him. On top of the sausages, she added 3 fried eggs to Harry's plate. It really is a feast. It's making me want some. Oh my days. Bruh, apparently wizards can just casually flick their wands at like the dirty dishes in the sink and they'll just begin cleaning themselves. Again, I could do with that. Oh my god, the fact that I'm getting jealous of the stuff that's going on in the book is a sign that J.K. Rowling has done her job. She clearly understood the assignment. Oh, oh my god. They just got a little glimpse of Ginny, the youngest Weasley, right? Seems like she's a bit of a fangirl for Harry. Okay, so after everyone has finished breakfast, Fred mentions how tired he apparently is and tries to leave to go up to bed. But do you know what Mrs. Weasley does? She's like, you will not. It's your own fault you're tired. So you can go out and denome the garden along with George and Ron. Although she tells Harry that he can go up to bed if he wants. But do you know what Harry actually does? He volunteers to help with the gnomes. Like, how sweet is that? Oh, on top of that, seems like Mrs. Weasley thinks her sons need a bit of schooling. She's like, let's see what Lockhart's got to say about it. About the gnomes. And then she pulls this big old thick book from her bookshelf called Gilderoy Lockhart's Guide to Household Pests. Okay. There was a big photograph on the front of a very good-looking wizard with wavy blonde hair and bright blue eyes. It's a bit weird. Unless the book was written by an already established celebrity, it's somewhat rare for a writer's face to be plastered on the front of it. Like, us regular writers usually get one somewhat small picture of us, either at the very start of the book or the very end of the book. Is this dude a celebrity? Or just the writer who fancies himself a bit too much? Oh right, the picture's moving. Me and my muggle brain forgot that. That's what pictures do in the wizarding world. So what's this guy doing on the front of his book? Oh, he's just winking at the reader. That's so cringy. Oh no. Don't tell me Mrs. Weasley's a fangirl of him. No, she actually is! Oh my god. She's trying to deny it, but her face is selling her out. Her face is betraying her. Her cheeks have gone all pink. Damn. Oh man. The Weasleys even have a nice garden. It does sound like it doesn't need a bit of work. Like, there are weeds all over the place and the grass is a bit too long. But it also has plants Harry's never seen before in the flower beds. And a big green pond full of frogs. Okay, so as the boys go into the garden, Harry tries to tell Ron that Muggles have garden gnomes too. But from the sounds of it, these gnomes ain't nothing like our gnomes. Ron peeks beneath one of the flower bushes and then pulls up this small, leathery looking bold thing that's wriggling around and squealing, "Get off me, get off me!" In all honesty, it sounds like a potato. Oh my days. What are you doing, Ron? He raises the gnome above his head, starts swinging it like this, and then sends it flying 20 feet in the air when he lets go of it. That's how you deal with them? Oh, turns out there's an actual reason for that. They have to do that so the gnomes get all dizzy and can't find their way back to their, like, homes that they've burrowed under the bushes. So Harry actually feels bad for the gnomes. And so for the first one he gets, he doesn't send it flying. He just drops it into the field over the hedge of the Weasley's garden. But when he tries to put it down, it bites him and doesn't let go. Oh damn, okay. The boys soon get into a kind of denoming contest. They do stuff like seeing who can get the most gnomes up at once, or seeing who can fling the gnomes farthest. Ooh, by the time they get finished denoming the garden, Mr. Weasley is back home from work. The kids go and greet him and everything, and he gets talking about all the sorts of things wizards these days are enchanting. And do you know what Mrs. Weasley says? She's like cars? She straight up calls him out. Then she's like, imagine a wizard buying a car and telling his wife he just wants to take it apart and see how it works, when really he was enchanting it to make it fly. Oh, she got you good, Arthur. So Mr. Weasley tries to go along with it and says, well, I think you'd find that he'd be well within his right to make a car fly. Although he probably should have told his wife the truth first. And then he mentions some loophole within wizarding laws or something. Mrs. Weasley is spilling all the tea, man. Apparently, Mr. Weasley wrote that law himself, which means he made sure that there was a loophole in it that would let him do this. Wow. Now it's not so much of a surprise that their kids did something similar. I hate to say it, but wow. Mr. Weasley tries to change the topic by greeting Harry and acknowledging that he's there. I mean, maybe he genuinely only just noticed, but it does seem like he's just doing that so that he doesn't get shouted at anymore. Yes, Mrs. Weasley. She just reels him back in. She shouts that their boys went out in their car to fetch Harry during the night. Oh my days. Mr. Weasley is proud that they did that. Clearly. He's literally like, you did? Did it go alright? And then after seeing the look on Mrs. Weasley's face, he's like, I mean, yeah, shouldn't have done that. Very wrong. Okay, so the boys leave Mr. and Mrs. Weasley to finish arguing, and Ron takes Harry up to his room. It really does seem like they're giving Harry a tour. He's been in the kitchen, the dining room, the garden, and now Ron's room. It says that everything in Ron's room is orange. Kind of like how most things in my room are pink. Even what I'm wearing matches today. Oh, Ron also has tons of posters of his favorite Quidditch team, the Chudley Cannons. Oh, of course his team wears orange as well. Just like my room has Michael Jackson all over it. He also has a fish tank which is full of frog spawn, and his fat grey rat Scabbers. Honestly, I will never understand people who have rats as pets. Oh, he even has stuff like a self-shuffling deck of cards and a pile of comic books called Martin Miggs the Mad Muggle. I feel like I'm going to be given points left, right and centre in this episode. Ron is kind of waiting for Harry's opinion of his house and his room. And Harry, who clearly thinks it's the coolest thing ever, like me, literally says this is the best house he's ever been in. Anyway, that's where the chapter ends, so that is where I'm going to leave it today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give the like button and the notification bell a little kiss, and subscribe to become a starlet. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram and Tumblr. And if you have read something that you want me to react to, let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys later. Bye!